Welcome. It's the Cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio. And we on Facebook Live many a times. And we here ready to let the cat out the bag. Meow. Woo! We got some cats in the building today. I'm telling you guys, today's show is going to be really, really, really hot. Because you know what? Some of this stuff we just can't make up. And so we don't make it up. But we're talking about how do you get to your purpose-driven life and get the distractions out of your way? How do you move them people that's in your way, or be able to identify that you got some haters or you got some folks in your way that's keeping you from getting from point A to point B? How do you get to, first of all, identify that those people are not right for you, and sometimes it's not people. Sometimes it can actually be just a simple look in the mirror and identifying that you are the reason that you are not where you need to be. So once you've done that, what do you do to get past that? We're going to talk about that today, and we want to hear people's honest, feedback. If you're stuck and trying to get out, we want to hear from you. Or if you've been stuck and you've gotten out, we want to hear from you. We also want to, the second part of that, our topic today is, now James, help me out with that. Are you, go ahead.
All right, look, this is how we're going to do it. What my host is trying to say, what she's trying to say right now is, how do you determine, or how do you pick and choose who you can actually have around in your life as far as friends or family members that'll motivate you? Because there's so many people that try to bring you down when they see that you're actually trying to gain success or make something of yourself. And at the same time, you can look in the mirror and you can be the person that's bringing yourself down with low self-esteem or whatever. You can kill your own success by not being confident. There's nothing wrong with being confident. I like people that's confident but not arrogant, like a lot of folks that we know. We ain't gonna say no names. But in our second part of the show, can you actually be somebody and pursuing somebody else because you see more potential in that person? How do you weigh your options on who is right for your life? Basically, that's the whole show. Who's right for your life?
Who's right for your life? So let me ask you this. Are you saying that being in a relationship with someone else and pursuing another person while you're in the relationship, I just call that, cheating or dipping. Yeah. But we're going to see, because
but if he's not married, it's not cheating and dipping.
Yes, it is. It's still cheating and dipping. But if you married, then that's no topic. But if you just meeting somebody or you with a person, no matter if your relationship is great or rocky, if somebody comes around or comes along that you've always wanted, do you pursue this person? Do you let them know what you think, or do you just keep your mouth closed and keep going?
Why would you? Because you'll never know. You're going to always have it in your back of your mind. Yeah. What if? So go ahead and you pursue it.
And I tell you what, we're going to talk about that. Tell you what we're going to do first. Let's go ahead and kick our show off we always do. We have Mr. James J. Hustle in the building.
Yeah, buddy.
We have Miss Monique rocking the red bow in the building.
Hey, everybody, and it's still my birthday for the rest of the month.
Your birthday.
No, it's not.
Right, we missed her birthday. It's still her party.
Still my birthday.
She acted nuts. We want to hear about that.
No, I ain't gonna talk about that.
We gonna talk about that, right?
And I had to delete.
We got Granny Betty Cozy in the building.
Good morning, and good morning.
Good morning. And I'm going to tell you guys, we have the amazing, I'm just going to give her a call about her nickname, and I'll let her introduce herself, because her nickname really speaks volumes. So if you don't know about the chili lady, you better ask somebody. I'm talking about the world's best chili, and we still calling Commissioner Richard Boykin out, because we got to have this chili contest. The chili lady is here waiting on you. Go ahead. We're gonna hear from the chili lady, but say meow. Give us something, girl.
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow. So, and then we got a special guest over there today as well in the background. We see you in the background, Mr. Special Guest. This is the husband of the chili lady. We're gonna call him Mr. Chili.
All right. Good morning.
All right, good morning. So, James.
Yes, ma'am.
What's been going on in your world? Give us a little bit about what's happening.
Same old thing. Grinding, trying to survive, tired, just working, struggling, doing what I got to do to get myself where I need to be.
I know that's
pretty much it.
Pretty much it. That's enough. What about you, Miss Mo?
Oh, my cousin Latanya Simmons. I see you watching. Thank you. We had a blast all week long. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Much love to you. I love you to death.
Oh yeah.
Y'all already.
Oh yeah. Your cousin was wild. Hey cousin.
Thank you. Darren.
We saw you. hey, what's going on with you?
Well, I enjoyed Kids Nick. Had a good time. We're gonna do a return kickball between the parents and the children. August 29th, I think it is. I have more information coming. And I'm just enjoying life. I'm on my way to La Crosse, Wisconsin after the show.
I know that's right. Enjoying life, making it do what it do.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sitting here holding a piece of paper in my hand, Jazzing in July. So can we, first of all, have Miss Chili. Can you tell us who you are and what you're representing here today?
Well, my name is Barbara Thompson. I'm the Vice President of the Multi-Cultural Community Project, and we're having our annual fundraiser for Jazzing in July. It's a fundraiser that we support kids with book bags and stuff for school and trips and clothing and everything. This is our 5th year, and this year we're going to be at the fabulous Renaissance Bronzeville at 4641 South King Drive from 4 to 8. And we're going to have restaurants around the world. And of course, G&B Catering is going to be there, Gerald and Barbara. We're called the Ghostbusters of the cooking industry. So we'll be having jerk turkeys and red beans and rice and slap your mama peach cobbler.
Wait a minute, smack your mama.
Slap your mama peach cobbler.
That's my type of peach cobbler.
And my partner, Yvonne Spears, she's on the radio right now, so we have to split up our time and stuff. But anyway, we are so excited about this because we have Opal Staples, one of the Staples singers, granddaughter, and we got Sax Preacher. And then we have another guest, Gino. He's going to be there with his guitars. And then we're going to have a praise and worship team, the twins from the West Side. So we're going to be doing it big. Ivana and Ayana. That's their name. And I have tickets for $25, but the jamming tickets are $50. You get the red carpet treatment. You get your name and your business cards in the bag, and we have a networking event. So we're trying to spend black money with black people and stop giving our green dollars to the other color. So that's what my big game is today, is to recognize that we have our control of our own money, our own destiny. And in response to the comment of the question of the day is, you have to get you a dream team and leave them zeros alone and get you some heroes and sheroes. That's what has elevated me and G&B Enterprises into the next level, because we were saving the other people and we wasn't saving ourselves.
So let me ask you something. With that $25 ticket, do you eat with that?
Oh, of course. So I'm gonna feed you spiritually and physically.
I heard that.
You're not gonna be around me and don't eat.
I'm talking about. hey, hubby. You better treat the wife good. She said the magic word.
Yeah, doing it right. Okay, you guys. So again, we can't make this stuff up. We're here in the building, and we need you guys to call in. We're gonna go ahead and give that number out to call in. Phone number is
708-223-8953. Once again, 708-223-8953.
We want to hear from you, callers. We definitely want to hear your opinion. How do you move your distractions out of the way in order to get to your purpose-driven life? Distractions, destruction.
That's right.
So how do you move the distractions out of your way so that you don't self-destruct? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. I see we got some people that's ready to talk about that. So don't everybody talk at one time. Go ahead. The mics are open.
What you do is, first of all, you move the people that don't have any self-motivation for themselves. Because if they don't have none for themselves, they're not trying to see you do nothing. So you get rid of them quick. To them, but don't involve them in your business that you're trying to do in that way, because they're gonna hate, they ain't gonna support. So leave them be.
Leave them be.
And you get your business circle.
Man, my circle's so small, it's a dot.
Right.
And the crazy part about it, the majority of the people that want to see you down be family members. They are smiling your face and, oh, I'm praying for you and I wish you the best, but then they talking behind your back and they hate to see you make it. Like, them be the main ones. Like, I could tell a family member right now, let's say I got a dream that I want to start cooking. I can cook my butt off. Now, if I say, you know what, I don't even want to do entertainment no more. And I want to start cooking, you know, just feeding people for free out of my pocket. Man, I don't think you should do that, man. Don't truck, man. You shouldn't do that. Like, people say things to purposely bring you down, but they try to say it on the slickest level possible.
Right.
Especially the ones that be in church and holier than thou, and they be so spiritual. When they say they praying for you, they ain't praying for you, they praying against you, because they don't want to see you make nothing out of yourself.
Somebody try to compare my business to a dang on lawnmower. They told me, yes, they told me, why is it that you haven't done nothing? First of all, that's going to cost me quite a bit of money. And I'm like, grants, well, it's not that simple. And they're going to tell me, well, I got my own business. I do landscaping. I just bought a lawnmower. Dude, are you serious? That's two different things. You retard. Excuse me for saying that.
You called him a retard?
Yes, I did. I don't even like that word. Shouldn't have said it, but it is. He is what he is.
Retard?
Right. It is what it is.
Yeah. Some of these people ain't even retarded. They too slow to be retarded. They just tarded. They went to that school behind the school.
Yeah.
They were licking them bus windows.
Just tarded. You know, go ahead down there, you guys. Let's hear from you. What's your feedback?
Well, I always say this. I clean out my closet every year, and I clean out my closet with my friends too. I put them on two lists. I put them as, have they add to my behalf or have they taken away? And if they taken away, I see them as clothes or shoes. You wear them out, you throw them out. So I don't put them up on the bus, but I just limit, because everybody is not happy for your happiness. So I say, well, you know what? Can I call them in the middle of the night and they could be a sounding voice or whatever? And I'm so grateful for the host. She is such a positive lady. I talk to her, I call her, we be on the phone for hours, you know, talking about a coincidence and motivational stuff, because that's what you need on your team. Motivation, people that's going to inspire you, that's going to give you the fire, because, you know, we put a charcoal up on there, but sometimes we need the gas. And some people that ain't gas in your life, you just leave them at the train stop, the bus stop, wherever you pick them up at. But I'm going to tell you this, a man is a terrible thing to waste, and you got to be positive.
All right. Well, thank you. Leave them alone. Well, we got a caller just called in. Go ahead. Let's see who our caller is.
Guess out show. Jay Hustle speaking.
Yo, Jay Hustle with Joe. This is Charles Allen from out west, man.
What down, bro? You sounding like the cat from the Allstate commercial.
Bro. I wanted to let you know, man, it's real what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Exploiting what they're not showing in the streets, man. And how you get out there and try to touch the lives of all these kids and make it real for us to see what's going on. And with the mind believe, the body achieves. So I just want to throw blessings your way, bro. And let you know I'm with your movement, bro. And I wish you nothing but bro.
All right, thanks, man. I truly appreciate it, man. At least you see my vision, because a lot of people don't.
For sure, man. For sure. Much love, bro.
All right, man. Have a good day. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Well, I'm going to say something, because it sounds like Charles Allen hard. Hey, what's up, Jay? Hustle this. I'm like, man, you're from the west side, man. You want Charles Allen on your team, because Charles Allen look like he'll hurt some folks. Hey, Charles. How you doing, Charles Allen?
I need hitters on my team. I need people that's cut from the same cloth I am. A lot of people don't know my background. And that's the purpose. You ain't supposed to know my background. You're supposed to be discreet with how you move, but you only got to keep people on your team that's gonna be educated, independent. They gonna motivate you, push you to move forward. But at the same time, if you down, they gonna be down with you and they gonna pick you back up. Or something jump off, you ain't gotta worry about who gonna have your back.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? And I wanna add this.
Charles, I see you, bro.
I wanna add this, because if you really want to know who's for you, get to a point to where you start flapping your wings. Get to a point to where it's time for you to start to advance in life, and your wings are flapping. Right. Because those people that's not for you, they can't hold on. As a matter of fact, the envy, the hate, and the competition, that competitive spirit that they have will literally make them fall off. So whenever you want to see who's not actually on your team, just flap your wings. And not everybody is for you to eliminate. Just because somebody don't support you, or just because you have identified that somebody is not on your team, it's not necessarily for you to eliminate. The word of God says that I'll make your enemies your footstool. And every now and again, you get into a situation where you need a footstool around. You know what? So keep your footstools around. And sometimes those people are around you for you to motivate them. I've had people that said, you know what, Vera, seeing you from a distance, I did not really like you at first. It wasn't until I had an opportunity to get so up close and personal with you that I realized that, girl, I love you. Because people just, they are who they are.
That's right.
Yeah. So again, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm not pushing everybody. I'm gonna give you a story about the bus, and then I want to hear from you guys. I think we all have so imagine our lives as nothing but a bus ride. And on the bus ride, you are the driver. You are in the driver's seat of your bus.
Now we talking about like a PACE bus or a CTA bus.
Well, right. You got different. Well, you know what? As a matter of fact, you have to. Mine's. Let me have a luxury coach bus. That's how I want to drive my bus. But your bus represents your life. You are the driver on your bus, and people get on your bus. It's up to you to determine where people sit on your bus. So those people, like your family members, your good friends, you sit them people close by you on the bus, so you can just kind of whisper, look over at them and be able to talk to them on the bus. Then there are people that get on your bus. You're like, okay, I see you coming. I'm gonna sit you back a little bit further. Those may be co-workers. Those may be, other church members or what have you. Right? You kind of put them back a little bit further on the bus. Then there are people that may have was sitting close to you at one time, and they crossed you. You don't kick them off your bus because you can't. You sit them all the way in the back. Sometimes you got to sit.
Rosa Park the people.
Well, yeah. Okay. Sometimes you got to sit people so far in the back of your bus that they're right there at the emergency level. And it's like, yeah, I know you on this bus, but you so far back that I literally have to have an intercom to speak to you. And you cannot just come up and tap me on my shoulder. So that's what I think you should do with people as they are in your life or on your bus, is don't kick them off. Just make sure you seat them accordingly.
Sometimes you got to put them in the storage compartment where the luggage goes. I'm for real. Them the type of people, when you know they want to see you down, purposely. Even if you're not happy, my mom always told me, smile, make them think you happy. Never let a person know that you down. So when they see you smiling or they think you happy, sometimes, man, I post up on Facebook just because. Just to piss people off, just to aggravate people, because people hate to see when you're in good spirits.
Yeah.
Bus.
I'm gonna start doing that.
And everybody is like flowers to me. You have the roses, you have the daisies, you have the dandelions. But guess what? They all are flowers. And when you put them together, they are bouquets. And everybody like bouquets. We use the flower, the rose for endearing, red roses, white roses, all kind of roses. So that's the way you use people. I use certain friends for certain things. I know some of my friends are ride or dies, and I got some friends, they hate us, but I love them anyway, and I know they hate us. I know they talk about me, but you know what I do? I give them fuel. I give them ignition, because negative energy is sometimes positive depending on who they talking about. And sometimes I like to see people challenge, make them look stupid or think I'm gonna fall down and I'm like a basketball, I'm bouncing right back up. Because you talk about me and you think I'm down, so you're gonna talk about me. But guess what? I got a best friend. I married my best friend, and I'm glad about that. We grew up together. Been knowing him for 45 years, been married to him for 21, and it's good that you can work with somebody. All my kids are by him, so you have to be friends. People are sleeping with each other so fast, they don't even know if they like them or not. So I'm just telling the young folks out there, know who you're sleeping with before you lay down.
Wow.
Yeah, you made a good point, but I'm gonna say this: you got to strap up, because sometimes you don't know if you really like a person till you sleep with them. It might not be worth it. You might have been trying for years to get that thing, and you finally get it, and you like, what the hell did I just?
God to give you a sign. All you got to do is ask for it to give you the peace and the clarity.
I be asking for a lot of signs. Lord,
I know
help
that's
me.
right. Dorothy, no problem. I'm glad that I have given you that word. It was genuine, and it's definitely from the heart. Now we need some of you guys to call in. We had a couple of callers calling in. Go ahead. The lines are open. We want to hear from you. You got any feedback? The second part of our question is that, can you be in a relationship with someone and then realize, well, wait a minute, you know what? I'm in a relationship with you, but I really kind of see this person, and they may actually be better for me. Do those types of things happen? Or
it happens. It always happens.
Yeah.
Okay, it always happens.
And it's cheating. Cheating is cheating. Even conversation, whenever you keep a secret from your mate, I consider it cheating. You ain't got to be screwing nobody to be cheating.
That's right.
Don't do something to somebody that you don't want done to you.
That's right.
But at the same time, I feel as though you can be in a relationship with somebody and pursuing somebody else. Now, I'm not saying just give up on your relationship. I believe you should put your all into it. Your relationship, your marriage, whatever the situation may be, give it your all.
How does that
But
go?
you can't be the only one fighting, because if you in the ring by yourself, what you doing? You shadow boxing.
That's right.
You ain't gonna get no progress. You might get a little exercise, but you ain't gonna get nothing done. So if you continuously talk to your man or talk to your woman, and they acting like don't nothing matter, it comes a point in time where you got to cut them off. But the reason people go to other people before they are out of a relationship, because I look at it like this, it's like a job. You're not about to leave your job until you know you got a better job. You're not about to leave your job until you go on an interview with another company and you finding out what the potential and what can benefit you. You can love the person that you with, but that don't mean you meant to be with them. And if they not loving you or treating you the way you should be treated, that goes for men and women, then it's gonna come a time when you either gonna cheat or you gonna walk away.
But you know what? And let me say this here too, because now I'm a straddle the fence. That's what I'm gonna do. But men been using that lie for a long time.
They sure have.
They've been playing that game for a long time. Well, you know what? Even though I've been married to my wife for 35, 45, 55, 99 years, I'm not happy. I'm so not happy, and I'm trying
a lot
to.
of people not happy.
But
See,
no,
them just them bullshitters. We just gonna be real. That's them dudes that be lying to her. Yeah, we ain't together, but we stay in the same house. Man, stop lying. Tell the damn truth. And I just posted this. And it mainly goes for women, because it's usually the men that ain't shit. Women are so used to men lying to them and dogging them out that when a real man come along, they don't know how to accept that. They don't know how to grasp what he's trying to give her. They're so used to bullshit. So when a man treating you good and you don't appreciate it, guess what? He gonna leave you or he gonna step out. So I say step up or step aside and give somebody else a chance for men and women.
I have a question. How are you putting your all into a relationship, but you out here checking out somebody else? Didn't that take focus from that relationship? That's confusing to me.
I see where you're coming from. But sometimes you can work with somebody and then you see things that they're doing that you wish your mate was doing and they not doing it. So that makes you like, oh, if I had them, I could be doing this and I could be doing that.
But that's called communication.
Yeah, but see, I'm saying in a lot of relationships, ain't no communication.
Yeah.
You really not. People don't tell the truth. They don't communicate. Me and my husband, every month we go through what our goals are and what we want to do. And then if we look back on the month before and see if we set them. We have date nights, all that stuff. He choose one month, I choose the next month. I choose the vacation this year. So it's stuff that you got to do to make a relationship work. And people want microwave stuff. Want it in a minute. You got to put stuff in the oven, let it bake, let it rise, and all that, and give it some time. People are so sad, that's my man, that's my woman. And you only slept with him 24 hours ago. Come on now. Then after a while, you have a baby, and the baby be 9 months, and you just been in a relationship 9 months. How you going to have a baby, and you don't even know who you're sleeping with?
And they do know who they sleeping with, somebody else's man or somebody else's husband. But that's another story.
You're absolutely right. But Monique, to answer your question, you said it'll take focus away from the relationship. Yeah, you're right. You don't just give up. You got to put your all. But if a person is not putting their all with you, hell, you should be gone.
I like to say something.
Hold on, we got
get in the mic. Get in the mic. Okay.
I like to say something on that topic because I got a lot of experience in that. Being with my wife for all the years I've been with her, we did start out as friends, and we were really truly friends. Sometimes when you meet people, it takes time to get them to the point where you want them at. It just don't happen overnight. It took a long time for me and my wife, to get to the point where we was able to sit down, share date nights, put the bills together, all that type of stuff. And you do see other people that you like. You might say, hey, some about your wife you don't like. You may like the other girl's eyes. But when you ask God for something, you got to be for real, because when he give it to you, you might not like it. So you got to be careful what you ask him for. And I asked God for my wife when I was a kid. I said, God, I just want somebody who know me like the back of my hand. And promise you, I'll stay with them, and I won't have kids nowhere else. And I did that.
Amen.
And since then, he just been keeping me above water and from being out there in the world. And the way the world is today, we need to think about life as being a chessboard. The woman is truly the queen, and she can move anywhere. She can make things happen that the king can't make happen. On the chessboard, the king can only move straight in life.
Amen.
But the queen can move everywhere.
That's something my husband preach all the time. Hello, this is Vera from the Cats Out Show. Go ahead and tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
My name is Cornell. I'm calling from the Oak Park area. I had a question. I just want to know, and what do you guys, what do y'all feel about the Ron Emanuel plan that he has in the future as far as for kids? When they say he needs them to have a job or a reference letter to go to school in order to get their high school diploma.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, you kind of threw us off. Go ahead and ask that question again, and speak a little bit louder if you can.
Hello, yes, my name is Cornell. I'm calling from the Oak Park area, and I just want to know, what do you think about the plan that Ron Emanuel have for the kids in the near future, as far as them needing a job or a college letter in order to get their high school diploma?
I heard about that yesterday.
Go ahead. You can start.
I think that's a great idea, because guess what? They need some motivation. The diploma has not been working for the kids. That's why they're not motivated. They're not driven. And that's why the dropout system is so bad. But if we give them a goal to look forward to and award them, I think that would be good, because in China and Japanese, they have awards, and their kids be in school all the time, and they come over here and take our jobs. So we need to motivate our black youth. So anything that's going to motivate them, I'm for it.
You're right, but I feel like it's a double-edged sword, because you should be rewarded with something and motivated with something to do better in life, which you're absolutely right. But what he's trying to do is basically like they've been doing within the urban community. Let's be honest, and I'm not pulling the race card. Everybody know I don't do that. They've been shutting down schools within the black community like crazy. So it's either you have to have parents that can afford to send you to private schools or charter schools, or the public school you go to, you got to go so far away to get there. The kids not doing what they need to do. Now, I understand what you're saying as far as they should be motivated, because they should be motivated and they should be rewarded as young black men and women to do better and succeed. But setting up is basically going to make a lot of urban youth of all colors that stay in the urban area drop out, because they're not going to be able to achieve that college level. They're not going to get to that, that level, or they're not going to have certain jobs. If you telling somebody, oh, you can't graduate high school unless you have an accredited letter from an accredited college or a legitimate job, you can't graduate. How in the hell can you tell a child they can't receive a high school diploma when, as a child, you're supposed to go to school to better yourself, to educate yourself? A lot of kids don't really have that time. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's good and it's bad. But we wanted to ask the caller on the line, what do you think about Rahm Emanuel doing that? Because I honestly, I can't stand him.
I don't like the things that Rahm Emanuel has been doing lately for the city. And that plan, honestly, I feel like it's not going to work, especially for the kids that's going to school in the poverty area. Because in the poverty area, we have kids that's dropping out. We have kids that's not willing to go to school. And we also have kids that's not able to learn and learn to get the education that they need, because they have teachers that don't care. And honestly, I feel like that plan that he want to have going to affect in the future, I feel like that plan is only for certain kids that go to school in certain areas.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna relate this question. Okay, thank you, Carla. We appreciate you. Great question. Now I'm gonna take this question and relate it that we're having on this show today. Rahm Emanuel is just a distraction. And if you pay him too much attention, he will be the cause for the destruction, because that is the whole plan. And we're worried about things that the key focus is on how do we stop the crime. The key focus is how do we motivate our children to go to school, because some kids scared to go to school. They're scared to go to school because kids are dying on the school parking lot, or they're getting involved into activities while they're in school and they're scared. Then how do we get the correct teachers into the school? Because I believe that anytime you have an area that's predominantly African American and you have every other race of people teaching your children, then you don't even have the right teachers in the classrooms that's qualified to teach our children. Then on top of, to add an insult to the injury, then we also talking about the police force. How do you have this many Caucasian or other ethnic groups of people in a neighborhood that's predominantly African American? They don't know how to handle our brothers. They don't know that they scared, because even in their first interaction with an African American brother, the power scares them alone. So I think that's what we need to be concerned about. And education, in my opinion, it's not even an option. Kids are supposed to go to preschool. It's supposed to go to grammar school, junior high school, college.
Everybody,
it's mandatory. And then it's no such thing as what we cannot afford, because see, that's just another excuse. I believe that we could afford whatever we want to afford as a people, and when you put enough of it's not an option, then put your priorities straight, we can do it.
Most can, most can't.
No,
it's like you said, it's about priorities.
You know what? It's a lot of money that we waste on things that we wasted on. It is that simple to get your kids through college. Not what I heard, what I know.
Some of these people don't have the $20,000 to put their kids up.
Okay, so let me say this here.
I think what she's saying is the people that's out here buying everything they shouldn't be buying. If you can stand in line 6 to 8 hours for some damn Jordans, you can put that $600 towards your kids' college fund.
Yeah, but
you have some parents that cannot afford it, and that's true. But where that pisses me off, what they do, I'm gonna tell you what I want to do, because I'm not no damn politician, because the mouth on me gonna tell the truth. Why the hell are we spending $50,000, $60,000 per inmate in the state of Illinois to house them? Why do our kids have to pay for meals?
Because
if inmates eat for free, sleep for free, goddamn, they got cable and on demand. They have all the amenities within prison that we have out here, and they doing better than people on the streets. So why in the hell do our kids have to pay for lunch? Have to pay for books. Education for the kids should be the damn priority, not the prisoners. If you do something that's gonna send your dumb ass to prison, you should rot in prison. I'm gonna tell you like my daddy told me, and I done got in trouble a few times for some things I won't name. You get in trouble, he said, me and your mama did the best that we could as parents to raise you. Now, as a young man, it's your decision in life to make your decisions and do what's right or wrong. If you get in trouble, don't call me. When I got in trouble, guess who the hell I called? Nobody. Nobody. Because it's just unfair. Ain't nowhere in the world that some dude from the street that got an arrest record of 43 times murder, attempted murder, and everything else should be living better on the inside of prison than people are on the outside of the streets. Why are we struggling trying to work jobs? I'm working 16, 17 hours a damn day, and I'm still not keeping my head above water.
That money can go to these kids that cannot afford the college because everybody can't do it.
And so let me say this here. Even as we talk about what I can't do. Well, the first thing is what I can't do is that makes it true, because whatever you say you can't do, you absolutely
we're gonna be a little bit logic here.
So let me just say this. Okay, so let me just say this. Let me just say this. There are different types of financial aid out here that help you get your kids in college. There are different types of scholarships you could apply for to get your kids in college. The only reason why people say I can't afford it is because what they don't know, somebody haven't let the cat out the bag to let them know how to go about doing it. Because there are programs that will allow you to get your kids to college.
I'm one of the ones that got the 40-some thousand debt on my back right now, so I know that.
And you know what? There will be debt. The only thing that I say as far as I got car note debts, I got houses debt, I got credit card, I got all kind of debts. You just got to choose your debt wisely. So everybody for me, yeah. As a matter of fact, as we're calling, here go Cole's department store calling my phone. I got Cole's department store debt. I see y'all calling. I'm gonna pay y'all them little $25. Get off my phone. But do you understand what I'm saying? It is debt. And I'm not saying this to toot. I'm not saying this to toot my own horn. Yeah. But what I am saying is that I did not give. It was not an option for me. It was by any means necessary. You going to college. The only thing that I'm not going to teach them is going to college is I'm not going to tell them to go to college and get you a good job when you come home. I'm like, no, go get your education. I need you to have that. And when you come out, you qualified and you equipped to start your own business. And you're your own CEO. And then you got the paperwork to go with it, because even sometimes as it comes to getting grant money or having people believe in you, they don't believe in you sometimes until you have the correct master's degree in front of your name, the correct doctor's degree. It didn't mean nothing to Robert Kiyosaki either. It didn't mean anything to the Google boys either. However, some people don't have that drive and that mindset. So they need to go down that road of getting that college education in order to at least have that backbone. So for me, I told my children, I need all y'all to have college degrees, because I didn't get mine, because I need to hire y'all to work for me if you don't start your own company.
They need more trade schools. So number one, everybody ain't college smart. We got to be real here. We got to think more logic than this, because it sounds simple, sounds good, but it's not that simple. It really is. I'm just going to be honest.
And I understand. I'm glad. But let me say this. We could always say what our kids are not college smart. But those same kids that we say not college smart, they Instagram crazy. They know all the rap songs. They know they know stuff that they should know, but it's like, oh, I'm struggling in math. You struggling in math because you ain't got your priorities straight. Put that dang on cell phone down. Get off Instagram. Get off Facebook and go in that room and study.
I'm very sorry, but I don't like this.
I ain't even trying to get in the argument. I'm gonna say both of y'all right. It takes equality.
Oh no, I'm with her.
You have to be a parent. Stop being your kid's friend.
Ooh, say that.
Teach them what to do and what not to do. If you don't have your parents, you don't have nothing. So when you have your parents, it's up to you as a child to do what you're supposed to do to get yourself through life. Yeah. Can't nobody do it for you. My mama couldn't come to school and do my work for me. Like she said, you can't sit there and be like, well, I don't know this. If you don't know it, find somebody that can help you. But at the same time, it's a lot of educators. And I went to Westinghouse. I graduated in 2000. There's a lot of educators out here that don't give a damn about the kids. But the reason these educators don't give a damn about the kids is it's a stereotype. And I'm talking about the white teachers in my school cared more than the black people.
I love Westinghouse.
A lot of teachers are there for a check because you have some disrespectful ass kids. And if I was a teacher, your child not about to disrespect me. If I'm coming in here to teach your child how to better themselves in life, you disrespect me, I have no respect for you. I'm not going to put forth my effort into you. You want to raise your hand at me, I'm going to knock your ass out. I don't see you as a child. I see you as a threat. So teach your kids how to be productive members of society. Teach your kids how to have respect and honor and loyalty. Because when you walk out of the house, you represent your parents.
That's right.
And when I represented my parents, if I was outside the house, if I was a kid, teenager, or an adult right now, if I did something I ain't had no damn business, that reflects on my parents, even though they are not the ones making the decisions in my life.
And you know what? I am a parent of 4 girls. Andrea Thompson, she's 33. She's a lawyer almost, and she started her own company, Power Biz, because for the simple fact, we always say a job is just over broke. You live in paycheck to paycheck. What you need to do is create your own wealth, your own income, and we have taught her that. Her father ran his mother's store. I also ran my father's ice cream truck. I was over 8 ice cream trucks, and I used to rent them out to Africans and all that. But you got to create the first parent, and the teacher in life is the parent. And these parents is smoking with their kids. They bring the boys in their house. My daughter asked me, Mama, can my boyfriend spend the night? I said, no. The only balls is gonna be in this house is your father's. I'm not finna be your friend. I said, my daughter didn't have her baby till after she graduated out of college. I did not play that friend stuff. I said, I didn't have no money. She wanted to go to Dillon University. Income I had and sold stuff on 47 in college. I sold jerk chicken dinners, chili. I raised that $3,000 for her to go to school. These parents need to stop shopping for their kids. My kids never got Jordan. Jordan ain't did nothing for us. I got a non-for-profit organization. I asked Jordan to donate shoes. He didn't respond back to me. So I don't care about Jordan. And I see them at the villa standing in line 6 o'clock in the morning for these new Jordans. And you know what I do? I bag up my candy and I go out there and sell to them. So if I'm gonna get, if Jordan gonna get some money, I'm gonna get some too. Yeah,
you're right. But you can't put it all on.
And then they got Jordans with they got Jordans with a 1.5 GPA.
Yeah, and then they on Facebook and they house looking like, oh my God, you got Jordans on your kids' feet and y'all don't have no food the next day. Y'all don't have no furniture, and they sleeping on mattresses on the floor.
That's what we call a distraction. That's setting up for a destruction. How do you identify that you have those problems and get rid of the distraction? So that first of all, that distraction would be stop trying to keep up with the Jordans, because you can't keep up with the Jordans. And then
I ain't never bought no Jordans, never will.
The other distraction is the tell-lie vision, because I'm gonna tell you something, you guys. The tell-lie vision. Get your kids off of the tell-lie vision and help them do their division. Help them learn their multiplications, because success is not an option in this time and age. And I promise you, anything you want to teach your children, you don't even have to have an outside tutor to do it. You can literally go right on YouTube. You want to learn Spanish? Go on YouTube. They can learn everything else off YouTube.
And cut out the cable. Cut out the cable.
My opinion is this. Also, we got to make sure the kids are going to school for things that they like to do instead of wasting the parents' money when the parents can't send them there. Now, if we had more trade schools and these kids, they know what they like to do, they can go to school for that trade and save some money. Because that's because it's a lot of people out here with bachelors and associates. Damn job.
There you go.
They still ain't got no job, so that means nothing. And you got it, but where you working at? Because it's hard out here. It's not simple.
It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
That's right. It's all about.
In my best voice, you know, it's hard out here for a pimp. So let me when he trying to get the money for the rent. Yeah. So let me just say this:
Jordan been pimping black folks for years, because I'm gonna tell you, okay, to my white friends, no offense. To my black friends, no offense. You know why white people stay rich? Because they know how to conserve their money. They know how to come together. I say white folks, Mexican folks, they know how to come together. Blacks and Puerto Ricans don't come together. We out there, y'all want to go buy $3,000 worth of damn shoes so y'all can wear to the mall. But like the lady said, y'all got your damn mattress on the floor. You could have invested that money in a mattress, a box spring, something like. But a lot of people
take their shoes up.
Yeah,
I see, man. On their shoes for years, 3 years. They have great tape on their shoes.
And I tell you, I go to these penthouses or these mansions. Though they shoes bent up in the air like Pinocchio shoes. They millionaires and billionaires, and he driving a 1982 Saab. But Us as black people, we broke as hell. We making $20,000 a year, yet we want to go finance a $120,000 car to try to make ourselves look like we something that we not.
$120,000 car, and you sleeping out of the car.
They do not have their priorities straight.
Another thing, no disrespect to the white people and our people who wear $5 Ben gym shoes. Yeah. We have to have the Jordans, don't we?
I ain't gotta have no Jordans. My kids ain't gonna have no Jordans.
If they match my outfit, I'll get them from Family Dollar.
No, if your child doing what they supposed to do, I say reward them sometimes, not all the time. If you want some Jordans, you ain't finna get them. Oh, these Jordans come out next month. You ain't finna get 12 pair of Jordans a year. I might get you 1 pair a year if you're doing what you supposed to be doing. If you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing as a parent, I'm still supposed to take care of you. You ain't getting them Jordans. You better take your ass in Walmart, get them Shacks. So when you wearing them Shacks and all your friends riding you and talking about you, that's gonna put it in your mind, man, I need them Jordans. So you're gonna get that education up.
Oh, you
do
know
what you need to do, and I will reward you. If you're not doing what you need to do, then I'm gonna treat you the same way my parents treated me. You're not getting what you want. I'm gonna give you what you need.
I'm gonna tell you something. Respect on nobody, but again, I've always taught mine. If your name ain't on the bottom of those shoes, they don't mean nothing to me.
That's right.
So again, I'm trying to get some cat out bottoms. I'm trying to get put on some cats. Put on some VGNs. Put on some, put your brand. Those are the shoes that I just cannot wait to have.
Because they gonna walk just like a pair of Jordans.
Baby. Matter of fact, we're gonna have the same folks that made the Jordans making the VGNs, so they gonna walk the same.
9 times out of 10, that's what happened. The people that make Nikes make off-brand shoes, same material, same glue and everything. I watched a whole documentary on it, and the guy admitted it. He said, we make Nikes, but we make another product, which I will not name. He said, our Nikes, our Air Max go for an average of $185. He said our off-brand shoes, which is made with the same glue, same material, in the same factory, he said they go for $11.95.
Again, getting the distractions out of your way in order not to self-destruct.
Because honestly, people talk about Jordan and his financial advisor. He invested in prisons. He invested in shoes. He just locking us up. He ain't locking you up. Jordan ain't out there putting no goddamn gun in your hand telling you to go kill somebody. Jordan ain't making you sell dope. Jordan sitting back getting rich. Jordan doing what Jordan need to do. And I wish I had his financial advisors, because if I had the opportunities to invest in prisons and funeral homes and everything else, if you choose to keep being out here doing dumb stuff, then guess what? Because I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about my kids, they kids, and they kids. Don't knock that man for, that's on you if you stand in that line. He didn't make you go out there and stand in that line. So don't get mad if you see Jordan in public and be like, he ain't even signed no autograph. Well, stop buying them $600 ass shoes.
Yeah, you know what? And I want to go say this to get back to Monique with agreeing, because sometimes it's okay to agree to disagree, and I respect that humbly. But I also want to say this as far as not being able to afford to go to college, because there are times when you can't afford to go to college. And I'm gonna be real honest with you. I couldn't afford to go to college. The reason I could not afford to go to college because I had to choose. I had 2 babies. I had 2 babies on my hip. So it was like, girl, the college is not getting ready to pay you to take your 2 babies to school. So you're going to have to go to job. You're going to have to work. So instead of going to college, I still had a mindset, hey, by any means necessary. I had to go to work. But what I did with my children is made sure that they didn't have babies at the same age I had babies. I monitored. I got a degree in poo nannyology, so bitchology too. So what I had to do, poo nanny. I had to monitor the poo nanny to make sure that they didn't go down the same down, and then their education was not an option. So because I didn't get a chance to go to college. I didn't go to college until I was right before I just had my last baby, my 6-year-old. So again, it's like, wow, I couldn't afford it.
I went and I became, it got a lot of debt on me, and I had my child with me when I went to school, and I still be going on and off. It's hard when you have kids. So what I'm doing is I've got my daughter doing all kind of stuff so she don't have to go through what I did when I go. And when I went, so
yeah, that's a good thing.
I promote college. I'm not saying I don't promote it now, because I'm all for it. I want all my kids to go, but everybody just can't afford it. They don't know how to, do that, and nobody wants that debt on their back. That stuff hurt me right now.
Well, college college is not everything that everybody think it is. A lot of times when kids go to college, they come back worse. So they be on drugs, they be drinking, it be parties all night. So if you don't know about that, you probably want to kind of look at before you say, I want my kid to go to college. But the first thing that Black people really have to learn, and this is where everybody is passing us up, we haven't learned to unite yet. Everything is united. The world, it says United States. It says United States. It don't say just state. Here the grass need a sun to grow. It need the dirt. Everything connects with something. The only thing that does what God has put down here and has been right by God is the animals. You never see the animals just screwing around with each other. You never see the animals separated. They stick together. The ducks, when they come across the street, they come across the street together. And you have to stop and respect them ducks, because if you hit them, you can go to jail or have your license taken. And these are ducks. And here we are, people, and we can't even unite. When we learn how to unite together, a lot of things will change. Your kids, the first thing you got to do is motivate your kids to want to work. My kids was babies, and I took them out there and we sold cold water, ice cold water. We learned how to say it real good, but that right there got them to want to work and get their own money. So now today they know how to go to a job. They know how to pay their rent.
They get out of our house.
They gotta go. You gotta go at 18. You gotta go whether you're a boy or a girl. Because at 18 you can come back and tell me everything.
Birthday, buy some luggage.
While I was out of town, I was so impressed with the kids. They was knocking on doors, trying to mow lawns and everything. They was doing a lot of stuff. They wasn't standing out on the street. You got some money. No, they was willing to work for the money. And that's what's wrong with these kids here. They starting to stand on the L. Yeah, you got some money. This and that. What you doing, you know, and get mad when you say no.
Yeah.
You know who I give money to when I see them out there? I always give money to the drum boys. But I make them play for me. Because I could admire you taking them drums, and some of them sound real good.
That's right.
And they out there beating them drums and doing what they do. I will, if I cannot get to them, I will go around and be like, here, go and play a little something.
And guess who they are? The Black boys. Playing the drums. So we can unite on that. They're going to steal it in a minute. They're going to be playing the drums. They took our rap. They're going to take everything. If you don't unite.
And I'm going to add to this too, because when you talk about this ice cold water, mine's when my daughters were in the 6th grade, one of them knew how to do hair. So she literally braided everybody's hair in the neighborhood. She was the braid girl. Then she braid hair so well, and then she also sews very well. She knew how to take that needle, sew that hair in your head, like if though it was $300 some a hairdo. She had grown-ups, and when she was in the 6th grade, that will sit in my house, line up for my baby to do their hair.
Empress, let me share something with you and your baby, Imani. You all have something going. You know what I want you to try and do? Get Imani, and you go back on your show, the Mommy and Imani show. I want you to do that. Tell her to get some of her friends and include them. That's motivating them.
And I'm getting ready to add on to it, because all my children have jobs. Imani, the job start.
And how old is Imani?
Imani is 7, but Imani got a job. That's right. Imani and Ebony both work.
And how old is Ebony?
Ebony is 12. So let me go back and tell you how you can encourage, because you got to get rid of your distractions so that you don't self-destruct. The other twin, when she was in the 6th grade, she was the CD girl. She knew how to burn the music on the CD. So everybody would order their CDs if you wanted your music, because back during that time, my kids is 32. Back during that time, people really didn't know how to burn the music to the CD. So the CD girl made good money. $5 a CD. Give me your list of songs that you wanted played, and she was gonna have you grooving all night long. So my 20-year-old now, she was the I want to grow up poet. So literally, we would go from church to church, from event to event. She got CDs. She has she's performed at different churches. She's in different documentaries right now throughout the Chicago area and Maywood area. And she works 2 jobs. She's a worker. She home from the summer. She don't work 1 job. She work 2. So they don't look to their mama like, mama, give me some money. They like, girl, please.
They own.
Khadijah, my 12-year-old, she does nails. Most of the time, that's who do mine. That's why I never have my nails done, because Ebony, practices and do my nails. When they looking crazy, that's all right, because she practicing now. And she's been practicing. 12 years old. She done did my toes. So she does nails and toes, but she does, and she makes the silly putty. This old putty stuff that they want. She literally make putty, and these kids are buying putty and ordering putty from this girl. Like,
and do you know who motivated them?
You.
Yeah.
You. Because if a man don't work, he don't eat.
Right. That's right.
Hello, and your poo nanny don't make your money for you. You make your poo nanny. You make your money for your poo nanny. Keep that sucker clean. But you don't have to give up your most valuable thing for no money. That's what I teach mine. So again, we can't not make excuses. We have to live. We have to breathe. It has to happen, and it has to happen by any means necessary.
That's right. And while we are here, and let's give a big shout out to our producer, Mr. Earl Winfrey. All right, Earl, stand up and give us one.
Like Earl smiled last week.
Hey,
Earl don't smile like that.
and let's give a nice big birthday.
Matter of fact, we're gonna sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday to you.
Hey,
Happy
birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, birthday.
Thank y'all.
How old are you?
Don't y'all worry.
No, you didn't, James.
That's all right.
This is how young are.
I ain't 40 yet. That's just say that.
All right, you guys, it's official. We can't even make this stuff up. But we come back, and we come back week after week, and then the next week. And what we do is when we come back, we keep letting it cat out there. All right, you guys. You guys are still backstage.
Y'all think about that.
I've been lost, I've been tired, but I feel with desire. Somehow I know that it's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change.